Red alert! Set an intention. Go to Salon track.
Ahoy, hoy, friends, and welcome to the Salon. I'm your host, Stan Williams, and I'm one transporter accident away from a free shuttle. It's 2026, everybody. Happy New Year. 8 days in, things are super chill. We are certainly not on the verge of a second Civil War or World War III, and the Star Trek future could perhaps not be upon us. I don't know. We're going to ignore the outside world for an hour. We're going to recharge. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about Star Trek of 2025. We're going to talk about what Star Trek we're looking forward to in 2026. Recharge, and then encourage everyone to get back into the mess however works for you. Donating time or money, going to peaceful protests, contacting your legislators, etc. Whatever we can do to nudge ourselves into the Star Trek future we all want, and hopefully skip that trigger event, World War III. But it's always World War III and never World War Me. Let's figure out a better segue. Here's my co-host. Hi. Happy New Year. I'm getting into the groove of it. I'm never good at it. It's going to be a mess tonight. Hey, everybody. Trevor, hi.
Not yet. No, just kicking it off with an Anarita because 2026.
Segue here's Matt.
Speaking of a natural disaster that will form a more perfect union later.
That was almost a good segue.
We'll workshop it. It was there. It was almost there.
It was almost.
Something bitchy. Here's Will.
You know, I am actually in the middle of typing something very bitchy about this.
About my segues?
Yeah, someone Joel in the comments said Stan will get his groove back, just wait. And I'm typing getting his groove back implies he had it in the first place.
And I never did.
Sassafras.
Speaking of sass, here's Ken.
Well, hello
Ken,
there.
welcome back. It's been a minute.
I know, it's been way too long. I believe the correct welcome is ahoy hoy, everybody. Good to see you.
He's been practicing that for months.
I've been practicing it for months, yeah. I'm excited. And for more perfect unions and all of it. Yeah.
Speaking of perfect, here's Joanne.
Not Ken coming in with Will, actually. I love it.
Oh, it's a new year. We're getting new Star Trek next week. How exciting is that?
I forgot.
We will be talking about that a little bit later, but early reviews are in. They're mostly positive. There's a few like middle of the road, like whatever, but that mostly positive, and two that I tend to like vibe with are very positive. Now that it's a little more public, I think we can say our friends over at Trek Movie, they had their spoiler-free review. Lori Ulster has said that she has really enjoyed it. She's done a watch through of what they got for screeners twice and just liked it even more on the second round. So she and I are usually as one on a lot of things with Trek. So I'm super jazzed. But before we can talk about moving forward, we have to talk about what happened before. But before we even do the before, we have to do what we always do. It's been a few weeks. Leave me alone. I see the faces. I see it.
We're doing it just for the faces. For the
Stan, I'm just worried. Are you smelling toast?
I'm not.
Smile for us.
Or pennies. Like,
you know, you know what it is? I had a very lovely New Year's Eve where I was like, you know what? Everything's going to be fucking chill in 2026. I was certainly wrong given the state of the world. But for me personally, despite my life being kind of in shambles, I'm getting through it. And you know what? This first Salon back It's just going to be loosey goosey. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to set an intention, fuckers.
This is obvious, but don't forget to set an intention when you light it, or you're just going to be wasting the wax.
Fuck yeah, we are. To set an intention tonight, I thought it would be fun if we went around the room and shared New Year's resolutions from the Trekverse. So I want to know from my fellow Saloners, I would like you to share a resolution for any character in the Trek universe that you would like them to make. As always, I will start us off by sharing that I think Nella Darren and Maresta Yale should commit to having another child because it's time to expand their family. We know that the brood they already have are just slaying science and being fantastically gay. So I think it's time for them to have another.
I love your commitment to this bit.
Yeah.
It's not going to die. It's not dying ever. I don't care. Ken, my dear, it's been so long.
I know. Is it time for a colorful metaphor?
It's been a minute.
Time for a colorful metaphor. Yeah.
Well, it's and it's. I have to like pretend like it's been a while. Like we've been texting you. Like it's not like you fell into a vortex. But we've had conversation, but we've not had you live on the show in quite some time. So welcome back. And
well, thank you.
What is your character resolution?
I think Jim Kirk needs to have a resolution that risk is our business is not an indication of blanket consent. That's what I think. Yeah. That's the resolution Jim Kirk should make. It's not a lifestyle choice.
Okay.
Not everyone chooses that lifestyle. Risk is our business, not blanket consent.
Also, Kirk making a resolution about consent, I think, is appropriate. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Joanne, my love.
I would like the Troy Rikers to resolve to honor Thad in some way, either publishing his languages, like as a collection or a book, or establishing a scholarship or an in memory of at the academy for like future communications officers, something like that, to kind of honor his his memory, his creativity, his love of language and communication, infinite diversity and infinite combinations in the highest form. I think that's the resolution.
I love it. Matt?
I think with everything going on right now, it's been really hard for me to like put myself into that mentality. But when Ken was giving what he thinks Kirk should be, it brought one up for me. And it's also what I think Kirk needs to resolve to just stay on his own fucking ship.
May the powers that be and the Time Lords hear that for season 4.
Intruders among us! Danger! Danger! Intruders among us!
Seriously. That's not even Kirk in my opinion. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, God. That counts as a well, actually. I'm sorry. But in my day.
It certainly does.
In my day.
Well, actually.
Wait, was that supposed to be your interpretation of me? Was that what you were trying to do there, Stanley?
No. Yeah. I can neither confirm nor deny that is an impression of you specifically, or generally speaking.
I'm gonna have to actually.
There was never a phone call about the topic. We never workshopped it together.
Again, I know it's been a while. If you see that little microphone in your little box there, that's how you can mute yourself when it's other people's turns to speak.
This one? That one? Oh no, that's
I love you so much.
William, help us.
Oh God. Well, ironically, Ken, it's my time. You need to shut up.
Reclaiming your time. Okay.
We're happy you're back. Don't stop talking. Ironically, mine was actually Matt's, where it was for Kirk to stay on his own fucking ship. But I have a second one. It's for Janeway to kill again.
Yes.
That's my
Oh.
the next one.
Another body
Because I'm
count.
rewatching Voyagers. I was like, God, she's just killing people. Anyway, I love it. I'm just like, oh, she's here. I was like, oh, I forgot how much she's just like
Fire.
shoot first, ask questions later. I'm like, oh yeah, like the Tuvix of it all. But like, really, honestly, like every other episode, she's like, shoot, target their warp core. And I'm like, damn, bitch, like not that serious. But yeah,
Even to the point where it's time to take out the garbage. Like, really? Like you're
right?
you're killing with Bond lingo now. Like,
yeah, exactly. She's over here like putting phasers in people's mouths. She's like, get the fuck over there. I'm like, damn, lady, calm down. Yeah.
Maybe
She
science.
interrogates the guy. She
Maybe
was gonna
science.
let the guy get eaten by the aliens from the Equinox too. She was
Yeah.
ready.
She was ready. She just stood there and watched, and I'm like, damn. And then freaking Chakotay's like, we should let him out. She's like, no. Like, oh.
He's like, I'm a terrorist,
Yeah.
and I still think this is too far.
He was like, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Janeway needs to kill again.
I'm here for it. Fearless leader.
I believe that Captain Christopher Pike should resolve to promote his number one. That she is still a lieutenant commander and not a full commander is a crime. Fix it. Fix it. And give her her own ship, because apparently, I mean, we all know she's not going to get the Enterprise, so whatever. It's fine. Anyway, some things I forgot to do. The podcasty things. Welcome to a new year. I'm going to get my shit together by next week. Don't you worry. No, I won't. We are live at 6:30-ish p.m. Pacific on YouTube. We are on all of the podcast places the next day. We have a lot of fun over on Patreon. We do bonus episodes. I just had some fun putting together our yearly report for our investors. Folks give a good chunk of your coin to us. And if you want to support us and get the bonus content, we certainly appreciate it. It helps us cover the costs of putting on the Salon. And no, I already did that. Tonight, we are talking about what we saw in 2025 and looking ahead to 2026. So let's go into our Wayback Machine and talk about 2025. We got Star Trek Section 31. We got Strange New World Season 3. We got the audio drama Star Trek Con. We got some new products, including the Enterprise D Lego set and many other fun things. So, yeah, loosey-goosey, starting strong. Favorite Trek thing of 2025? Who wants to go first?
I mean, I'll go.
Will. I'm leaving that dead air in.
Please do. My favorite thing, actually, when I kind of thought about it, like, just for me personally, was other than trolling people online about Star Trek things, which I do enjoy, was the Lego Enterprise D, because I never thought in my life that Lego would make a starship, because we've gotten other types of Legos, but it's like anyone knows who is a purist knows that like those other block companies don't. It's just there's something about a Lego. There's something about that block, the plastic, the weight, the color. Like, bless all these other block companies, but they don't click right. It's bad anyway. Yeah. But specifically those, seeing in like I always, if they were gonna do one, it would be the original Enterprise. But it being the Enterprise D and it being actually like pretty cool. And like watching Joel put it together has been really fun, but like it's super cool that that's finally happened. And like, yeah,
Joel, it's been cool seeing you put that together. I also love Lego. I can't wait for mine, but I continue to do so because I must, because it's on its way, I guess. I'm super jazzed by it. You can see Lego behind me. I have always had Lego blocks ever, like, literally some of my earliest memories are Star Trek and Lego. And like, I had a jungle playset that I got for Christmas one time, and it was 1 year. And so I would send my own made ships down to the planet and have away missions, and it's just so cool that we have a real set. It's sold out twice. I think that bodes well for more sets. I'm hoping for Voyager. I'm hoping for the Defiant. I'm hoping for others. And a boy can dream, a Star Trek Lego game. I want a Star Trek Lego game so bad.
It would be fun.
I also want to say that was going to be mine, which I'm glad that we get to just trade this back and forth, Will.
Right.
I remember when I was in like elementary school, I obviously have grown up. I left all the Legos back at the old house when I came to California because they're hard to transport. But I actually competed in a Lego building competition. It was one of my first memories, and I won. And it was
cute. What'd you win?
It was at like some Tractor Supply place because I'm from the middle of nowhere, but I have no idea what I won. I know my parents got me like, I think more Legos. That's what it was. And my grandparents actually built in their sunroom. They had like a front porch sunroom area. My grandfather built this big table, and I made a whole Lego village out of like different Lego houses with a Lego train that went around it. And so yeah, that is by far my favorite thing. I could not justify $400 this year after everything else that happened, but I might sell feet pics and get it and hang it somewhere.
Worth it. Do you remember what you built that won you that competition when you were a kid?
So it was a construction company that was sponsoring it. Mm-hmm. And so you had to build your own like dream house. And so it was like this big intricate like house building whole thing. So
that's awesome.
There was no it was just, here's a bunch of Legos, go at it.
You're like, and here's my dark room, and here's my thirds quarters, and here's my guest room.
If you notice, the shower is large enough for 12 adult men.
Young man, you built an interesting house. I'm curious. Your primary bathroom has a 20-foot by 20-foot shower. Can you explain?
The scale's off a little bit. It was actually a rounding error. It was supposed to be 40 by 40. But...
It just push the fucking button. What are we even doing? Why are we pretending? Just push it.
Also, welcome to 2026. We got an update.
Problematic gay alert.
Spoiler alert for later in our conversation. The cast of Academy is fucking hot, dude.
Yes, they are.
I have a question for all you Lego nerds.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about a Lego Star Trek movie?
Yeah.
Done. Do it.
I like the idea of a video game first because I didn't even think of that. But that would be fucking incredible.
And I'm available to voice. Let's do it.
Who would you voice?
A new character. Anyone.
Like the Lego, like the psychotic little one that's always like
yes.
freaking out.
I want to be a frantic little bitch running around. Yes.
I don't want to typecast you.
I mean, they seem to be pretty successful on Disney Plus. So if Paramount Plus is thinking about how to capitalize on Lego and their franchise, Lego Star Trek, sounds like an interesting idea to me.
It sounds like the best marriage since Nella Darren and Maresta Yale.
Call back. What about what we got on screen? Does anybody have any favorite episodes, streaming movies, or
like the last 10 minutes of Section 31 when the credits were rolling?
Don't be a bitch.
Actually, I want to yes and Matt for a second, because not for the reason that you think, but my answer actually is Section 31, because of how much fun it was trolling people who lost their fucking minds because they didn't like a product. Like Star Trek happened and you didn't like it, like calm the fuck down. The fact that people went so far over the edge and just demonstrated how much they can't handle life in general was a hoot, particularly from a trolling perspective. Mm-hmm. Also, to a certain degree, I am aligned with the theory that Section 31 hate was an inside job. It's very interesting that a lot of people who saw it before it landed had the exact same criticisms, using the exact same phrasing, the exact same words. Clearly
now started backpedaling.
Clearly, there was clearly there was a conference call and we weren't invited, but it was. That's not everybody that disliked it. That's just there were some pretty obvious coordinated efforts. So for that, I enjoyed the drama of it all. Like, call me a petty gay, like, it's fine. I'm gonna lean into it and just say yes. And so
Yeah, we talked about it at the time. The hate, like, the criticism was warranted, the hate wasn't. The movie was exactly what they said it was going to be. It was a Mission Impossible in the Star Trek universe. There are touches of of the Federation and Starfleet, but it's outside of the Federation. It's outside of Starfleet. We knew that there was supposed to be a 10-episode run that got truncated, and that fucked with it, certainly. Like, it definitely needed a polish, but you could see the outline of 10 episodes in that 90-minute smash cut. It was fun. It wasn't great. The dialogue was a hoot. And the costumes were fucking fierce, and the makeup was great.
I'm sorry, did you say hoot or hoot?
A hoot.
Okay. Also the fashion. The fashion was fantastic.
That faggy little maitre d'. We're gonna be demonetized, but whatever.
We were monetized.
We're inching.
No,
so
it's just sort of a. They're just going to take money away from us. At this point, we're in negative.
You're negative. We owe people money.
Yeah.
We have to pay to do this.
Can I say something that's not on screen yet? Because my favorite thing with 2025 was IDW's comics.
Yes.
They did some fantastic stuff with Star Trek and Star Trek Defiant, the way they used Cisco, the way they used Worf, with the Star Trek Voyager Homecoming. You want Janeway to kill again. She's killing a lot in that series, and it's a fantastically well done series. And for me, Star Trek The Last Starship, where Agnes regenerates James Kirk at the time of the burn. I know there's not a lot of Shatner fans in this room right here, but it's very well done. I have not really read anything bad. Even Lower Decks, they've got an ongoing Lower Decks comic, which is still phenomenal. So, Star Trek Comics, IDW is doing a fantastic job. And, I don't think I've seen anything as good as this. Arguably, IDW is doing a better job than DC did when DC was doing it in their prime, when Peter David was writing the books. It's just great stuff. And so I'd encourage people to check it out.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I have not gotten myself into the comics, but I've heard from a lot of others, including folks at Trek Movie and some online reviews, exactly what you were saying, Ken, that IDW is doing an excellent job. I was particularly interested in The Last Starship because it takes place just as the burn happens and the aftermath, a few new characters, and then they say that Kirk is going to be a resurrected Kirk. I immediately lost interest, but you have pulled me ahead, and Trek Movie's Best of 2025 article included a little blurb about it, and they talk about how they were also I think he said the reviewer of that said they were also hesitant, but they utilize Kirk really well, and it's not just a gimmick, and so that that's gotten me to the point where I'm like, yeah, let's look into it.
Well, I mean, Kirk has been resurrected a number of times in the Shatnerverse. He resurrected himself in these books, which, by the way, Judith and Garfield Reeves-Stevens were actually the authors of all those books. They are fantastic books. Amazing dynamic between Kirk and Picard in those books. So if you ever wanted to read some really cool books, those Shatnerverse books are great.
Yeah, I agree.
But they're really good. But then this comic book takes it a whole different level. And I agree with you. They treat Kirk really well, and then the Klingons of the burn time are like, you're resurrecting some ancient ghost. And I was just reading, and he's like, and Kirk is like, Kor couldn't do it, Krug couldn't do it, even Kahless couldn't do it. What makes you think you could do it, killing me? And he's right, because he faced Kahless in the Savage Curtain along with Abraham Lincoln. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's really, really good quality stuff.
Like you do. Sometimes you just got to face Abraham Lincoln and Kahless. The write-up for Trek Movie not only discussed the comics, but also the 2025 year in review episode that I'm plugging because I was on it.
Yeah.
And you were great.
Oh,
Great,
yeah.
Trev.
Shucks.
You were.
No, that wasn't fishing for a compliment. It was really just plugging Joe and his review and his comments. But
also you, Trev. I was going to plug that later, but yes, Trevor was an excellent addition to the Trek Movie End of Year Best of 2025 podcast. Great commentary always.
Yeah. The other thing, last thing I want to say with the comics real quick is the art. I mean, the stories are great, but the art is wonderful. They just did an alternate cover of the third issue of the last starship, which has Kirk in a turbolift surrounded by Klingons, and he's like looking. I mean, there's just really great cover arts, really just great art, and the stories are fantastic. But the art, they're dealing with real actors, and they treat all these real actors, really amazingly well. And the Star Trek Voyager Homecoming series is fantastic too. So those of you big Voyager fans, of which I know in this room there are a few, check it out. It's doing a great job with it.
Nice. Joanne, do you want to cut through this nerdy bullshit and share what your favorite Trek media of 2025 was?
I'll be controversial yet brave and say that my favorite Trek media this year was Star Trek Scouts.
Ooh.
I thought it was cute.
Mhm.
I think it's very well done. I watched most of them with great joy, with gratitude and joy, or whatever it is. So I thought it's really good for what it is. So I loved it. Risk is our business. So I thought it was a big swing. So and really well done. So there you have it. Go Scouts.
I love that. I agree. It was super cute. Not for me. Super cute. It's fun. A little bit of Trek joy for the kids. And the adults. And the asteroids destroyed.
and the meatballs.
And the meatballs.
Matt's confused. Somebody hasn't watched Scouts. I can look at that face. He hasn't watched Scouts.
All episodes now available on YouTube.
Listen, disclaimer: this show is not for children. Scouts, get a little messed up and watch it.
So I'm gonna get stoned as hell, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like,
yes.
Oh God, I bet it would be.
They
They did it. They destroyed the asteroid.
I actually
Without
that's how I
spoilers.
watch Prodigy.
Sorry.
But the meatballs
Spoilers.
are really spicy.
Spoilers, because there was the possibility that the asteroid would land and kill them all.
Yes.
because it's for 3-year-olds, and that's
Fucking hilarious.
You gotta have fear to be an adult.
risk is part of the job.
Risk is part of it.
You want to wear that uniform?
These child soldiers out here.
Yeah.
I said it about Prodigy. Kill Chakotay. Teach the babies about grief.
Jesus.
Wow.
I'm on board.
I mean, yes, but
How about Strange New Worlds? We got season 3 in 2025. She was all over the place. Some gems in there, some real turds, 4.5 of them, in fact. Thoughts on Strange New Worlds in 2025 from the crew?
I like that it, and I'm gonna fight anyone on this. Here's a hill I will die on in Star Trek. I like that they canonized that Trelane and Q are the same entity. Like that is.
I didn't hate it.
Trevor fight. I thought you were gonna fight him.
I thought I was too, but then he said something that I liked, so I changed my mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, that's the energy we're taking into 2026.
Fist bump. Yeah, I liked the way they did that. They did it in a way that you could interpret it how you want. And I agree too. I've always thought Trelane was a Q ever since whenever.
It's weird. It's weird, Stan. You're weird. No, but it's like along those lines, I always, since there were books about it, right? There was, again, Peter David wrote a great book about Trelane and Q. And it was all sort of this
pushing literacy, please.
It's all this. I know. I'm sorry. I someday, Matt, you'll learn how to read. But for now,
how dare you?
So
never. Wow.
Never.
Drag her.
It's the weirdest thing. It's like,
I wish I could read what that said.
Fired.
Finish him.
It's fine. It's like it's the kind of thing where it's great for it to be headcanon, and then when they made it real canon, it's like I just had that. I mean, I'm fine with that they did it, but there's a part of me that's like, you didn't have to canonize it.
Okay, well, thank God Ken's fine with it anyway.
Yeah. Plus Wham.
Plus Wham.
Listen.
Yeah, Wham. Exactly.
Listen. Wham belongs in Star Trek, and I will fight anyone. I will die on that hill.
Agreed.
Die on that hill.
And
like the Beastie Boys.
We do the jitterbug.
And
the costumes in season 3, stunning as always. And I will say, still not enough because it will never be enough. But Una was always fierce as fuck. Every moment she was on screen, except her fucking Lego hair.
Got a Lego.
Damn it! Oh,
of hair.
So they were promoting the new partnership.
That would have been fucking hilarious if that hair was so bad. Oh,
and so obviously there to make a special effect easier.
Yeah,
but buns exist. Like I don't understand. Anyway.
It was a terrible choice.
God,
do exist.
She looked like that one character from Shrek.
Yeah, she did. She
did. Why did you
literally
do this to her? Like that's all I could see. I was like, oh God. Like it's just yeah. Oh. I think wasn't the episode before we were like, oh my God, her hair's really good. It was like she looks really good this season. And then like we get that Lego wig. Yeah. Like baby. This like out in the German countryside yodeling. Like what was this?
And she had that scene with Ortegas trying to discipline Ortegas, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
You're seeing that fucking hair.
No.
I mean, like
anything you're saying.
No.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Commander, I appreciate what you're saying, but we need to have this conversation after.
I would have looked at her. I would have looked at her as like, I'm not going to be scolded by a woman with that hair. I am not. No, I am not the one. Let's wake it up. I'm not going to be that person who's scolded by you with this hair, because clearly you're making bad choices too. So
yeah.
The lack of respect that you have for me, that you would speak to me this way with that hair,
with that hair,
and yourself.
And you,
I can't.
It's a chop. But I think the season. I mean, I was so hopeful once like the first couple episodes. I was like, oh, okay, we're doing it. Like, it felt like it was kind of fun. Like I enjoyed some of the interpersonal stuff, and then I just part of me like the dread of like, oh, they kind of took the wrong note from the Lower Decks Strange New Worlds crossover. These old scientists, they kind of took the wrong note where it was like, do something faithful to Star Trek, but it can be fun, but it needs to be rooted in the kind of essence of Star Trek. And then they're like, we're going to have an episode that's like a jokey thing. I was like, Diva, no. And next season we have fucking puppets, which I love puppets. Mama, puppeteer. Everybody loves puppets. But it's like, some of this is like they took the wrong note. Like in some of it, and like like the latter half of the season, I was like, it felt like every week I was just full of rage about how it was just a chop. But
you knew it was a mess when the showrunners Ham and Akiva Goldsman were like, we really want to do year 1. I'm like, I'm sorry, why aren't you promoting your current season right now? You're talking about getting another show that's basically the show you're currently doing with a different cast, which, I mean, if it wasn't so expensive, like a Star Trek Law and Order-esque where just new casts cycle through could be interesting. That's not for them. That's not what they're talking about. But also, I love when they were like, yeah, we know season 3, such and such, but when they were like, "Oh, season 4, it's more serious." I'm like, "You already told us about this.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?" Season
there was
4.
definitely some damage control that was happening partway
Mhm.
through that, because there was a few times where, because I think some of the worst episodes of that series come from that season. Like, and your third season should be your beard, you know,
Yeah.
like your beard season. It was like, mama, they shaved and they gave us like a trucker thing. It was like, what are we doing?
It took me a minute. I was like, why would
Why
the third season be your straight girlfriend? I was very confused.
I'm not talking about gay.
Android's bottom.
All right. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, some of it was because the show is like, so the production of it is like absolutely gorgeous, and every set is incredible, and the visual effects are great, you know, when the ships are lit and we can see them. But like there's such a disparity sometimes between the quality of that show production wise and the acting, and then like they get handed this literal turd of a script, but we don't need to rehash it. I'm letting it go. That's in 2025. 2026 I'm going to be worse.
Yes. We'll get there eventually. We also in 2025 got Star Trek Con. Not the first audio drama that did Star Trek, but the first official audio drama that was canon-ish. It's being treated as canon until
Proven otherwise.
Yes. Thoughts on Star Trek Con? I loved it. I hope we get more, not of Con, but more audio dramas.
That exact right there. I want more audio drama. I love an audio drama. I love being able to, like, my ADHD is like, it hums, it scratch, like the Cynthia Revo, like that's the like. I love to be able to do other things while I'm like immersed in this story. Like that's what I don't. It was Con that I was like, I don't care about that. Like it just there was something too campy about it. That was. Like,
I have a question though, Matt.
I was wondering.
Yes.
Have you seen either of the actors that have played Con? And I'm not counting Bender Snooch. The
real actors that played the real
actual
Con?
actors that played Con, the first and the most recent.
Yes,
you've seen
Ricardo
these
multiple.
So you should care.
Okay,
What's his face?
But the thing is, if I'm going to listen to an audio drama, I can't appreciate the fact that he's hot. Like,
it's not my fault you don't have a good imagination.
Oop.
But I can make anybody hot in my head. Well, almost anybody.
That's a t-shirt.
It also explains a few of my exes.
Well,
we're not naming any names, but you're right.
Try the veal.
I thought Star Trek Con was fantastic. I thought it was great that they brought back George Takei and Tim Russ. I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought that, you know, it wasn't just sort of a they weren't there for like dressing. They actually had solid parts for the story. You know, I thought that it did a really good job. I thought that it lived up to what it had. It had a very tough job. It had to go from Space Seed to the Wrath of Khan, and how do you do that? I wasn't so thrilled with the idea of these aliens. I think they could have not had the aliens and still told a good story.
Kill your gays. And jeez.
So, I mean, what does Star Trek need aliens for God's sake? But
True.
I think you know.
Ken, have you been watching Fox News since you last joined us?
Can I have a question for you? Can I have a question for you? Where were you January 6th?
Yeah, seriously, where was I on January 6th?
Aruba. He's always in Aruba.
The answer is always
Aruba, or Jamaica.
Yeah, the answer is always the same.
I want to. Anyway, so I thought it was very well done. Now, again, this had been done before. Again, not in literature, Matt. That's writing. They had done books.
Slit his throat. God,
I thought was very well done. With I think it was Greg Cox who had written the book. Anyway, so
Greg what?
Yeah, him. And but this was well done. Yeah. I may be wrong about the author. I think it was him though. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. but the 2-book series was very well done. But this was, I thought, great. It was the audio work was fantastic. The casting was well done. It was just great.
I agree, and that faggy alien, I loved it, and I will die on this hill. He was in love with Khan. That's the only reason he put up with his bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't disagree.
Oh yeah.
He was probably the one who was like, "Yes, Marla, getting in that hot tub is totally fine. You're pregnant. Who cares?"
I wish I would have brought this up when we interviewed Kirsten Beyer and David. Because I want to know whose idea was it for her to poach that baby. that baby was poached. That baby came out a soft boil. Like, what was this? Like, I was like, a pregnant. I had to look it up. I was like, I don't feel like that's right. Like, I don't think a pregnant woman could get into a hot spring.
I thought about it. Listen, we are not a hard-hitting news outlet. We do pull our punches. We pull some of our punches because I want other people to come on this dumb little show that we do with.
I did have as a question. I said, Kirsten, this question is for you. Did you write that that Marla sous vide that baby? Like it was like, what is that? I didn't use it. I was like, no, that's fucked up. But like, I wanted to ask. I was like, which one of you did this? Because it was like, Anyway, yeah, that was the. I was literally on a walk and I stopped to have to like Google what I was like. Can you go into a hot tub with a baby? Because anyway,
I had the same question. I wanted to ask if it was like, there's no way this could have been true, but like, trigger warning for anybody who's sensitive about your advanced degrees. I have a theory about people with advanced degrees that they can be a little dumb about basic shit, brilliant in their subject, but like directions to the store can be a bit much without Google Maps, etc. I think Marla is just brilliant historian and just a little bit dumb about basic survival shit. She got in that hot tub.
I feel like you're blaming women.
A little bit.
Yeah. Women can't be educated?
That is not what I said.
She was played as kind of dumb and spaceyed.
Well,
right? I mean,
she was
the
infatuated
60s.
and she should have been.
She was just horny. Leave her alone. She's just
Yeah.
horny. She saw
Stop
the first
kink
guy
shaming,
with a great
Ken.
set of tits and was
I'm
like,
not
I need
kink
to get up
shaming.
in that.
She had every right to be completely dickmatized.
Girl, it's called Space Seed.
Yeah, and I want it.
Problematic gay alert.
Hello, Sandro. Sorry.
with that seed we dropped today. Come back in 200 years and see how that seed spawned. I'm sorry. That's not,
What?
That's not how the episode ended.
Are
Didn't the
you
episode end
okay?
with, the episode ended with Spock saying to Kirk, "The seed that we've spawned today, if we came back in 200 years, what?"
Tosser alert. It just sounded grosser than it was.
That's
Got
what's
it.
supposed to be. It's my job. Along with, what is it? What is it that I say? So anyway, or but anyway, or what have you? What is it that
We're
I
not
say?
going to say it because then we got to push it on.
No one knows.
We're not helping you.
Oh, I know what it is.
Joanne, palate cleanser, making space for you, girl. Sorry, we're a mess.
We're being gross.
What are you asking?
Just making space. If you want to talk about Star Trek Con, if you want to talk about anything else in Star Trek in 2025.
No, I'm good.
Space.
Just like sit there and flop on the floor like the dead
And-
bitch you are.
And scene.
And that is our look back at 2025 Star Trek. Now, let's look ahead. We get new Star Trek in a week. And I am so fucking jazzed, dude. Not only because the clips have been really cool and interesting, the write-ups have been really interesting, but the embargo on spoiler-free reviews has lifted today. The premiere was yesterday in New York. Super fun. The reviews are pretty solid. A few that are from our friends in Trek media, and then other sources like The Wrap, like Nerdist, and other outlets. You can see a few on the screen. You know, Star Trek Starfleet Academy review. Holly Hunter thrives in playful franchise expansion. Another one says Starfleet Academy is a solid successor to the Star Trek legacy. I won't read them all, but the reviews are looking pretty good. And heard from folks who get screeners that it's really solid. They like it. They think we're going to like it. We here at the Salon do not get screeners. And I know many of you know Trevor and I are contributors to Trek Movie at times. We are purposefully not shown the screeners so that we can theorize and with everybody else just talk about things as it happens. So
Also,
we haven't
because
seen anything yet.
I would probably spoil by accident all the time. So it's best that I just not have any sort of advance knowledge of anything.
That's
Love-
true.
That's
How
Love
many
that.
times you've almost done that?
I have.
I
The one time I knew something and then it was wrong, but I thought it was right, and it's
it
just
was
best
so
that
funny
it's best that it never happened.
after the fact.
so well.
But I know how you were so upset because you thought you had spoiled something for everybody, and then later on it was like, no, you were very wrong. But I think you mentioned a pregnancy, but like
Mhm.
wrong about the character or something like that. But like I think we already knew something
We
was
did.
happening. Yeah,
It was it was just I should just always be surprised. It's best.
it was adorable how concerned you were for us as your friends and our audience. It was very kind of you to not want to spoil things, because I know you don't care about spoilers, but you don't want to do that to other people. So point is, we don't get screeners, but
Correct.
we are going to get.
But we're not above it. Please give me your screeners.
Yeah.
Don't listen
Yeah.
to them. I would like to see
Yes.
all of it. You can always give me
Don't get
things. I
screeners.
am. I
These
will
people
take bribes.
these
Will-
people can be
Please give
trusted.
it to me.
Anybody on the Salon who gets screeners, just know you are signing up for additional work, because then you will need to do some spoiler-free review videos for us.
I'm fine with that. Please give me stuff.
Can you do it in that voice?
The entire screeners of ASMR.
Today I want to talk.
Oh,
My
Yes.
my Star Trek ASMR interviews.
We're
Reviews.
gonna-
Today I wanna
Please.
talk about-
We need a shtick for these. Like this is how you know that it's screener talk. It's Will talking into the microphone like this.
Thank you
So-
for coming to Salon Radio. Let's talk today about Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, Episode 1. Yeah, we can do that.
Why are his titties so amazing?
It'll be 7 hours long because I'll
Can you-
need long breaks with breathing. Yeah.
Also, can you just push the button again so I can look at him?
Yeah, we're gonna be very problematic gay alert.
Liberal.
Gay alert.
And don't you for a second think that I am not on the lookout for that adorable George Hawkins, because I know he's going to be shirtless at some point. He will be added to that alert post haste.
And apparently,
the
early reviews are saying that he's like apparently a really strong actor, and he's like holding his own against Holly Hunter, which I'm like, Oscar winner Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Apparently the sweetest woman alive. She did an interview. I saw an
Yeah.
interview with her today that she was really lovely. I was like, thank God. Like
She's just an amazing
that-
person.
she's an amazing person.
Okay.
Or that we're gonna have
Legacy.
to workshop that. We're gonna have to
We-
workshop
yeah.
that
I've been
accent.
trying.
I am just scared of what you guys are going to be like at STLV when all of these actors are there the entire time.
We've already
Yeah.
determined that I have to hold their hands. And tell
Yes,
them
we-
what they
we-
can and
now.
can't
I was
say.
about
Probably.
this far from Ethan Peck, and I did not. I was not weird about it.
He
Well,
asked
there's
us where
no
the
telling.
bathroom was, and we did not
Yeah.
follow him.
And I
We
should
just-
have been like,
Yeah.
I'm going to the bathroom. Let's walk together. That's what I
We
should have
just
done.
pointed, and
Oh no, there's only one urinal. Let's share.
Oh no! Do you need help with that? Oh yeah.
there was a
That was
comedian.
heavy. You want my?
A comedian I was watching today was talking about how the urinal height is. He's like, my new conspiracy theory: if we're not supposed to kiss at the urinal, why is the divider that height?
Yeah.
I think
Hey.
you should ask Ethan Peck that as you're peeing next to him.
I
Is this
will.
when we kiss? Yeah. Do we kiss? Yeah, I've done that. That's fun.
I also played Atticus in To Kill a Mockingbird, like your grandfather.
Is that weird? Do you want to?
Does that make you hard talking about your dead grandfather?
I do want to call it Cassie's comment about Karim on the red carpet because he looked fantastic.
Oh,
If
he
you're not,
did.
if you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
following him,
Yeah.
if you're not following him on Instagram, like, why are you on Instagram? He's phenomenal, and I love him, and he's adorable, and I can't wait to tell him how excited I am for him to see his excitement. It's infectious. He's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
No,
They-
his TikToks he's had are really cute, where they were talking about getting him to make the Klingon makeup and stuff.
Mhm.
They were really it's a very charming cast, and I think they're all really they're obviously fabulous to look at, obviously, but like they're I don't know, I'm very excited about it because most of the reviews were like, we want to see more of them.
Yeah.
So which is great.
And just on a like brief serious note, everybody listening to this, everybody on it, like, follow all of those young actors and inundate them with positivity, because it's one thing for people to not look forward to a show. It's one thing for people to troll a show. It's another thing for people to hate on these young people who are like so excited. First of all, it's shitty to troll young people who aren't doing anything wrong. Second of all, like, they're so excited for these jobs. They're so excited to be part of this universe. They're part of this universe forever. One of the beautiful things about this fandom is that it's a family, and we love these actors and we love them from now until this franchise dies, which is never going to happen. So just fucking be nice to them and shower them with positivity, because there are some people that aren't being that way, and it's not cool. So
Did
Preach.
you say get in the shower with them? What'd you say?
I did.
Listen.
Push the button.
Okay.
That's a
All right.
pins back. Push it. Push it.
All of them.
Problematic gay alert.
I'm
That's
glad
what
you
I thought
brought
you
that up,
said.
Trevor, because I do want to also just note, like, their channels also. I went on a rant because of at the premiere. In the official chat, there was, of course, a couple of trolls, and several of us, including some people here tonight. Thank you, Benji. Thank you, Joel, and others, were pushing back on people just being hateful. Like, it will never not confound me that people will go out of their way to come into a like official Star Trek channel space or a positive review, our social feeds, talk and see somebody being positive about a Star Trek project. Discovery is certainly one that would get this treatment, and then just pop out of their trash can and hurl negativity in there. I don't understand how people can be that hateful. Make your own channel. Like, if you want to make that kind of content, do it. Put in the work. Going into other people's spaces or the official channels to pre-hate on something you haven't seen is loser behavior. And I think all of us, like Trevor was saying, share the positivity with the cast and crew. I want us to be bullies to the haters. Like, nobody talks about the good side of bullying. These keyboard warriors get 1 or 2 likes, even just 1 or 2 likes on a hateful comment, and they're like, "Oh, see, people agree with me," and then they keep hurling sexist and racist bullshit. I'm not saying go to their feed. I'm not saying harass them. I'm saying call out their bullshit in the official channels. Let them know that not everybody plays that bullshit. And, you know, social media managers look at this kind of shit. If all they see is hateful nonsense, it's not the most important metric, but it's something that they unfortunately pay attention to. And we all know, for example, when Star Trek Discovery was on, you couldn't say anything positive about the show without a bunch of trolls popping out of their trash can to say something sexist or racist or homophobic. And so a lot of people just didn't want to talk about their love of that Star Trek project. Some of the legacy people, they're like, they can't, some of them, not all of them, cannot seem to advocate for Star Trek Legacy without throwing some other Star Trek project under the bus. It's loser behavior, and we're going to keep calling it out, and I encourage everybody else to. Bullying works.
Also, if you think it's not transparent that the only Star Trek shows you hate are the ones that don't prop up heterosexual white men as the saviors of the universe, you're painfully mistaken. It's obvious that you're just racist, misogynist assholes and are upset that for the first time in centuries, you're not being catered to. So sit down, shut up, and relax. Maybe
It's
switch
And the
to
show's good, dude. The
It's
show's
good,
fucking
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's a little it's annoying because it's like if you like Star Trek and believe in kind of the morality and of that show, then what you're saying is completely antithetical to that.
Mhm.
And it's like hurling these insults, not being positive, not being supportive of others. Like the show, like it's a modern Star Trek for a modern audience.
Mhm.
And yeah, you can't have TNG just would not work today. It just wouldn't. Like even Star Trek Picard was a very different show from TNG, and even season 3 of Star Trek Picard was a very different show than anything that had come in the 90s. So it's like that's the thing that's frustrating. It's like I will say this, and I will say it until I'm blue in the face. You cannot be a sexist. You cannot be a homophobe. You can't be a fascist. You can't be a piece of shit. Like you can't be a troll and be a fan of Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. If you are, there's something wrong with you. You need to look inward and figure that shit out. But leave the rest of us the fuck out of it. Like there's a couple, like my TikTok recently has been a lot of Star Trek stuff, thank God. And there was someone had done a review of the show, and it wasn't particularly positive, but like but he had like someone put it on there about like about the show being woke, and the guy goes, at what point in the show's 60-year history has it not been woke?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there you fucking have it. There you fucking have it. A show in the 60s had a black woman in a high-ranking position, and a Russian.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Cold War
Asian.
going on. Like there was still the civil rights movement was happening. It's like this show has always been woke. You're just a piece of shit.
And I want to point something out that people also forget, that like these people that want to spread hate and be like, well, I'm just trying to make Star Trek better. I'm just trying. The thing is, and Discovery is a great example of this, because not only was it to the point where you couldn't say anything positive about it without somebody jumping down your neck, you also didn't want to say anything like we all know I have plenty of criticisms of Discovery that have nothing to do with Michael Burnham being a black woman or two gay men. But I can't say, like, it got to the point where you're like, you can't even be constructive criticism, because then all of a sudden those little leeches jump on and start sucking out the meaning, and they're like, well, see, somebody else doesn't like it. It's like, no. Like, there's a way to be critical and loving, and there's a way to just be a condescending little piece of shit. Like, that's what it is. And so it's funny because what they're trying to do is get their way, and it's like that's not how you do it. Star Trek has taught us that if you don't like something, be constructive and change it. Like, you're just spreading hate. And so I agree exactly what Cassie said. I don't feel bad bullying them because they're bullies, and I don't like a bully.
Bully the bullies.
And you can be super constructive and be positive about it. Like not to slowly jerk us all off, but like I think our criticism, we're deeply put it down. We know you don't like to do that, Trevor. You
also for our audio only audience,
that is for the YouTube video only.
It was never up, so I didn't have to put it down.
Put it
on.
But I mean, we are often deeply critical of the show, but in a way that is not tearing it down. It is constructive, and things that we're finding kind of frustrating with it because we want it to be good. Like how we constantly bitch about how Kirk is always in fucking Strange New Worlds. It's because we want to spend time with the characters of that show. Yeah. So like, there's things that we're constructive about, and ironically, when you do that, Kirsten Beyer wants to hang out with you and like be on your podcast and like spending money in your fucking Patreon. So fuck off. That like no one gives a shit about you and your shitty takes. And yes, 2026, we bully these trolls. We're bullying them because they fucking suck. And as soon as you do, you say something really mean to them and they delete their account, which is what I tend to do. So
let me say that I agree with everything you're saying. There's no room for hate in Star Trek, period. Ever. 60 years, period. Star Trek is a show that has brought critical commentary to it for 60 years. There have been courses taught about Star Trek. There have been books and books and books written about Star Trek, fanzines for years and years and years. There was a series of books called The Best of Trek, which went back. I don't know if any of you youngins know about this, but there was fanzines that were writing critical theory about Star Trek forever.
What's
Star
a
Trek
magazine?
Star Trek lends itself to that kind of analysis, right? And there's nothing wrong with that kind of analysis because Star Trek is designed to make you think. Unlike other franchises, you might say, Star Trek is designed to make you think. Up till today, up till the very latest episode of Star Trek that has aired and the episodes that are airing next week, they're designed to make you think. They're designed to make you do other things too, but also make you think. That does not give anybody permission to be hateful. That doesn't allow it doesn't give anybody permission to air their homophobic, anything phobic bullshit behind this or towards this. That's not being a Star Trek fan. And if you are calling it, and like you said, Will, and others, if you're calling yourself a Star Trek fan and you have that kind of hate in your heart and you spew it out, then get the fuck out of this franchise. Because you don't belong here.
Quarters.
Yes, exactly. Leave your bigotry in your quarters, which was one of the earliest episodes of the show.
Literally.
Corbomite maneuver. Literally one of the earliest episodes of the show. Bigotry is not get your bigotry in your quarters doesn't belong on my bridge. And that is true. Was true then and is true now.
Good night, everybody. No.
Good night, everybody.
Period.
I was going to say you need to put in a bunch of applause right behind that.
I was going to say, Ken, I'm sorry, you dropped your microphone.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking ahead, we've got Star Trek Starfleet Academy coming out next week. We're all really jazzed about it. Holly fucking Hunter and Paul fucking Giamatti are in that show. We already talked about there's this wonderful cast in the show. Tig Notaro is back.
You know what else is in the show?
Gina Yashere.
Yes, and Sandra's Pecs.
Sandra's Pecs. Bring them out.
Problematic gay alert.
Also, preview for 2026. We anticipate season 4 of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Whatever, we'll get there when we get there. I'm super jazzed.
This is something I wanted to bring up about that I told you guys already, but I want to say it on this so that I am on the record.
Let it out, Carl.
Anybody that wants to start bitching about how much they hate the cadets and everything, technically, it's canonical. Everyone hates the Valiant crew. Everyone can't stand. So it is canonical to hate Starfleet cadets.
They're
young. They're supposed to be annoying. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
So I already can't stand how they interact. I just like watching them, and I want to listen to Holly Hunter more.
Young minds, fresh ideas.
Be tolerant.
I have to correct myself, by the way. I agree with you, Matt.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
It's not the Corbinite.
It was not the Corbinite maneuver. It was Balance of Terror.
Yeah.
You're forgiven.
Yep. Yeah.
You're a little rusty. It's fine. You haven't been on the show in a while.
Maybe. We'll see what happens with the points because Trevor, land this bitch, please.
I would be happy to. There were 5 problematic gay alerts. There were 3 tosser alerts. Welcome back, Ken. There was 1 Kenwell, actually. Matt almost landed a segue once. Stan actually landed a segue once. There was 1 Ken dad joke. Matt stole someone's answer once. Ken dragged Matt for no apparent reason twice. And there were 2 Holly Hunter impressions.
There could be more of those too. It's fine.
No, there were 3 Holly Hunter impressions.
Don't you worry, everybody. They'll be coming next week.
4 Holly Hunter impressions.
Just make sure you get to the kids.
6.
Get to your kids.
7.
Get to the kids.
Let's
not destroy the ship on our first run.
There were 11 Holly Hunter impressions. I gave 5,000 bonus points to Joanne for shout out for Scouts. I gave 3,000 bonus points to Ken for inventing the Lego Star Trek movie. I gave Ken an additional 100 bonus points for living long and being back. I gave 1,000 bonus points to Will for issuing Janeway's license to kill. I gave Will another 500 bonus points for recognizing that there's a difference between loving puppets and loving puppets. I gave him an additional 50 points for turning Baby Khan into a Starbucks breakfast item. I gave 10. I gave,
Very awful.
I'm making myself laugh. I gave 10 bonus points to Matt for putting up with my shit in the pre-show. I gave 50,000 posthumous bonus points to Matt's grandpa for building a Lego table because that shit's awesome. I gave 500 bonus points to my mom for having actually enjoyed Section 31 because it was different. I gave 250 bonus points to Mr. and Ms. Krista for having a date while the rest of us losers were talking about Star Trek on the internet. And that's it. I'm done. That's all I got. 2026, motherfuckers.
Happy New Year, everybody. We're back on our bullshit, and we will be back next week, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, January 15th. That's a Thursday. We will be talking about the first and second episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Until next week, be sure to like and subscribe. We are at Salon Trek in all of the places. And bully the bullies. Live long and prosper.
All hands abandon ship. Proceed to the nearest evacuation zone immediately.